Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a -65, which is just horrible. So when you have well, let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the
how much you're winning or losing your games by, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the margin of victory, kind of.
Right.
So when you're in a negative number, that means that then
your average game you're losing
by a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, a number like -65, this early in the season is pretty rough.
That's horrible.
The pitching numbers pretty much support this stat right here. I mean, the team ERA is 4.70, which is 26th in the league. They have 126 walks allowed. They acquired Jared Weaver in the offseason, and he really has not panned out. He's off to one of the worst starts in any of the pitchers in 2017. Mm-hmm.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome. We back. We are back because we have to finish up telling y'all how you can talk your way out of some ass, like, real quick. But before we get into that, I got my girl Najah with me because, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. I gotta tell you what just happened to me. Like, the last 2 hours been crazy as shit. Matter of fact, I might back it up a little bit and go in before that. Alright, so, as y'all can probably see, because my coat is sitting right here on my goddamn chair.
Just got here.
I just got here. Which is not typically me. I usually am here for the last few minutes of Skyline Radio. Shout out to my boy Mark. I hope you're feeling better. And, we're looking forward to having you back in the studio as soon as possible. I'm usually here for Skyline Radio. And I couldn't be today because first, right, I'm at work and my sneaker wouldn't stay tied. Like, all day long. It was just like, I don't want to be tied. I double knotted it. Mm-hmm. Like, I put what's it called? A paper clip through it. Hey, Mark, just shot you. Like, yo, feel better soon, for real. Like, we're looking forward to having you. Life just not the same with you laid up, feeling like crap. Like, it's just not right. So get your life right. So she wouldn't stay tied. It's all day long, right? All right. It's also the second to the last day for one of my close friends that works with me. He's retiring, so it was kind of bittersweet. It was like our last real day together. So that was kind of cool because we got Christmas parties and shit to go to tomorrow. Yes. So today was like our last day working together. So it was, it's bittersweet and everything. So anyway, she wouldn't stay tied. All right, I get home. First thing I do is take them fucking shoes off, right? And for some reason, like my place is never cold, but for some reason today, it decided it was gonna be. It wasn't even a cold day in Maryland, like it could be in December, but for some reason tonight, it was cold. I get home from work,
it's like 27 degrees right now, but yeah.
But this was at 4:30. The sun was still up.
You're right.
It wasn't that cold yet. All right, so I finally get in my house and everything, and I get out those shoes and I get out, like I take my keys off my hip. I walk around with the
key.
jumbo set of keys, right? I take the keys off the hip and I lay back, and I'm like, all right, yeah, we're gonna go hit Flavor tonight and have a cocktail and just chill. My girl Micah was bartending. I was like, yeah, let me go down to Flavor and just chill. It's a nice relaxed little spot. It's not far from the studio. Yep. It's a great place to go be and have a bite before we come into the studio. So me and Keisha head down there. She's in there when we get there, but on my way in there, I'm trying to cross the street. While my black ass fell, bust my knee wide open, I dropped my computer excuse me, my phone went face down onto the asphalt. Glasses flew off my face. Face down, lenses down onto the asphalt. Scratch. Right. Like it was just not real.
The ground violated her.
The ground violated me. I mean, like and then so you get up and you expect to see some sort of culprit.
Yes.
Like somebody that was like responsible for this level of injury,
like,
right?
What's the piece? What's the obstruction on the street? Was there raised?
Right. So I'm sitting there, right, and I'm on the ground. I'm trying to jump back up. It's traffic coming. I'm in the street. Well, I was in a parking spot, but it looked like I was in the street, right? Because Baltimore got them dumbass parking spots that's in the middle of the fucking street, right? So I'm thinking I'm in the street, and Keisha from Just a Bit Outside, Monday nights. She's laughing as she's trying to help me get up, but she's laughing, right? Which is just, salt on the wound, right? No, she's not laughing like, oh my God. She's laughing at what I said. So apparently she was like, what did you trip over? And I was like, there's nothing there, right? So
I'm sorry.
She is
That's my favorite
dying,
part.
right? She is dying. Like when I tell you, so, but
I love it.
The gentlewoman she is, she
Came
did
scooped
come.
your
She
little
scooped me
ass
up,
up.
my little ass up. Not that she ain't a little ass, and
That's
she gave me
blindly
that
blind.
power, and I was even able to take the weight completely off my right knee and hobble across the street. And as I walk in the door, this one is not only enjoying a tasty beverage.
Yes.
She is devouring.
Amen.
These like absolutely perfectly cooked wings and these loaded French fries.
I'd do it again.
It was very good. So I get, because my ass is crazy, and for some reason I can't just go ahead and be the fat girl that I am on the inside, on the outside. I get pita and tzatziki.
Yes.
Which was also
very good.
Really fucking good, right? We fucked it up, right? And we have these sangrias. She got white, I got red. And we're sitting there and we're talking about our crazy ass sons that decided to fuck up 1 week before Christmas.
They don't care about life, yo.
They don't care about life. Like, so Christmas in my household is canceled.
It's about to be mad quiet.
In her household is canceled.
No, everybody else is good. It's
Everybody else is good, but just the boys
it's gonna
aren't
be a
getting
silent
anything.
night for my son.
Some. Like I'm hoping that he doesn't wake up all early in the morning and run to the tree, because guess what? Yeah, his presents are going to be there, but we're going to let him unwrap them, and then we're going to take them from him and replace those presents with a list of chores and other violent.
Christmas is about to be Black History, like
absolutely.
Like, they literally
He's about
shit
to
till
work,
February at the earliest.
Absolutely, he's about to work his ass off to get his damn presents back, because I ain't about to raise no
our
hoodlum.
children have raised has raised our blood pressure and stuff. Like
so far.
Yesterday, I found myself at least twice, like just leaning back in my chair, staring at the ceiling, just singing "Take Me to the King." Like I just
like when I tell you, I have never turned to my Creator so much. I have because I wanted. Like I didn't even know what to do. Like I was so angry.
Nothing.
So
but
that's where I'm at. So then we have a lovely little meal. I'm feeling better about things. My knee was still hurting, but it didn't matter because I had me a sangria.
Yeah.
I had me my nice warm,
hurting earlier,
toasted pita. Right, she wasn't
I'm
feeling good.
good.
She didn't had her sangria. Nobody was feeling good. Keisha wasn't feeling good. She had her.
Speaking of the devil, my
That's
child.
funny.
My child.
Your child's calling.
Yeah.
Because he's probably going to try to convince you to not cancel Christmas. Guess what, babe?
He can wait.
It's too late. So,
I'll call him on the break.
right, we'll call him on the break. So then we're leaving, right? It's like 8:30. We were trying to get down here, 25 minutes before the show so we could, make sure equipment's and everything, just kind of ease into the show tonight. So we go to catch a bus. Now, mind you, I'm hobbling because we only had to go like 2 blocks, but I'm hobbling.
Jodeci loud and off key.
We were singing Jodeci very loud and off key. And so, so she's like, I'm like, let's go just catch this bus. We get to the corner, literally, and the bus decides to pull off.
Yeah,
right.
Life.
So then I said,
MTA don't give a
I'm
fuck
not
about
about
us.
this life. Let's just take an Uber.
Yeah.
Right? So I dial in an Uber, and the Uber driver was literally the block ahead of us where we were standing. I turned on my location so he knew where I was and everything. He was literally the block ahead. It was like, meet your driver right now. He's outside. Yeah. You know, and I was like, fuck yeah, we're going to be at the studio in like 5 minutes with plenty of time. You know, I can talk to my engineer because, you know, he's the best. And I try to keep him informed of like everything going on. And no, the Uber driver goes past us. And he doesn't go to the first turn that he could turn around and come back to us. He doesn't then go to the second turn he could turn to come back to us. He doesn't go to the third turn that he could have taken to come back to us. No, he decides to go to the 4th Street, which basically he's gone past our destination to come back to us to pick us up to bring us back down here. All right, so backwards. 20 minutes later, you know, or I might be exaggerating. 15 minutes. 15 minutes later, he's sitting at a red light at the top of the block where we're standing, right? And I'm like, are you coming? Are you good? Like, where are you going? What are you doing? Like, and the app
Dick sends a thumbs up sign.
And he sends me a thumbs up, and I'm like, I look at her like, what the fuck does that mean?
Like thumbs up.
Thumbs
means we in the car.
Right. And I was like, I'm not in your car. There is no thumbs up.
No.
It's now 10 minutes to 9. I have to deliver a message because when I tell you this message that you need to hear, ladies, you need to hear this.
Please do. But I need you to
All
get
right.
it.
So, but before we deliver that message, you know, I'm trying to get to the studio because I have an obligation. You know how I feel about my obligations.
Yes.
We had a whole conversation during our committee meeting last night. I was like, wait. I can do that. However, I have an obligation. So I want to, you know, make sure I divide my time, you know, properly. You know, she knows how I am about obligations. All right. I get here. Now, mind you, at this point, like, you know, she's like, I need a cigarette. I'm like, yo, I need something stronger. But a cigarette would work. Like, at this point, I just need something to get out my own head.
So we stumbled in trying to make our way here. And we're here now.
We're here now. We got here at 8:51. And we came running into the studio. And, you know, Andre's so, like, chill. Like, our engineer is
unbothered.
He was like so unbothered. He was like, yep, and he's just handing us our things. And he's like, are you comfortable? You know, y'all need space. Y'all want to stretch out. Y'all good. And we're sitting here like why are you so calm? We just went through hell. And you're so calm.
Here, we dumb late. And he's just like, He's like, go ahead, we're on in one. Okay. Like, it was like, okay.
I was definitely like thrown away.
Exactly. Throw the whole day away.
He says it's because he's a Scorpio. And that may be true because typically as a Scorpio, I'm not bothered. However, the combination of things today has me quite bothered to the point where, like, so my Uber driver down to meet with Najah and Keisha for a happy hour was drunk. His car reeked of alcohol. Mind you, he's driving off as he was asked repeatedly, are you drinking? He's driving erratically. And I'm like, I got like 6 blocks, like travel mercies.
Yes.
Like, please get me 6 blocks. He lets me out on a corner, not at my destination, but on a corner. This is all prior to, I probably got drunk in his car from the fumes. Because I fell right after I got out the car.
You probably was trying to hurry up and make a quick escape. That's why you guys say no how to act.
It might have been.
Like, I got to get away.
He was driving so erratically, he was scary. You know, I don't like riding in cars as is. But then this man just took that whole little uneasiness to a new level. I can't. So I guess I'm off of Uber at least for, it must be like a full moon or something. You know, because I think I'm off of Uber. Like, I will walk my ass before I catch
MTA don't care about our lives already.
Right. Like, I cannot deal with anything extra from that. Like, I live in the center of Baltimore. Like, there's plenty, like, I can walk to just about everything.
Yes.
It was a strategic move because I don't like I don't like having to rely on anything except for my feet.
Yes.
You know, so I do have that, but
no.
I wasn't with it.
We can't.
I wasn't with it. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for listening to my rant. We are going to go into our subject. When we come back, we're going to take a quick break. So we'll see you in a minute for this week's Hump Day Discourse.
All right.
Here's what you missed on Salacious Life Radio.
You know, when it comes to your children, especially if you're dating someone that you actually like, you do want it to work. So you're gonna hope and encourage the relationship between your child and that person because you like that person, you know, so you're gonna hope for the best. I mean, sometimes it just doesn't work and you can't make it work. You can't force it. It's like a branch. You keep bending it, eventually it'll snap, and even if you put it back together, it'll never be what it once was. But you definitely pray on it. You hope for the best, you know, because like nobody wants to spend the rest of their life alone just because a particular relationship didn't work out, but you had this beautiful creature as a result of it, you know. But you don't want to necessarily spend and you're not all of a sudden a bad person. You're not all of a sudden not going to fulfill this other person's needs.
You, madam, are a harlot and a scoundrel.
Because I had one kid while I was still married. Like,
but what if you?
I take that back.
What if the situation turns around the other way? So you ready for your child to meet? They meet the person, and this person is a giver. So this person's buying your child lots of gifts and wanting to.
I would usually.
Stop.
Do you
Right,
let?
You don't like if it's a birthday or some sort of holiday or something like that. Okay, and they want to get them a few things or get them something. Okay, but just on like a regular basis, like unless it's like Nestle's Quick or something that you can get from like, you know what I'm saying, or like Kit Kats or something like that. Like, no, don't spend a lot of money on
unrealistic. I'm sorry.
It's unrealistic. Like, don't try to buy his.
Tune in live to Salacious Life Radio every Wednesday from 9 to 11, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's radio loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait. Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Check out this snippet from the new season of Talk Lately with Monty about Jennifer Holliday.
Anyway, let's get back to
yeah, well, what I wanted to say is that I can understand 100% where Jennifer Holliday is coming from, and that's sort of kind of where my 20% came from. When I basically came out and said who I voted for, I received a lot of backlash. Even on my own talk show, which comes on every Monday from 5 to 7 p.m., I was called a coon. Okay, yeah, shout out for the plug. But yeah, someone actually, you know, they told CJ Bernie that I was a coon, and that really hurt me. I've been called everything from a fat whatever and everything, but someone actually commented on his Facebook
I didn't even say that. That's kind of rough.
Called me a coon, but it's
coon?
like I like you. It's crazy because I just feel like someone like Jennifer Holliday. I understand why she stepped down, but I'm kind of upset with her because I think she still should have performed. You know, if you're going to jump out there, then stand in your truth. Don't let no one stop you or change your mind about anything. And listen, no one put a gun to her head and made her sign on for that. But it just seems like, you know, she was basically, she was bullied.
But see, the thing about it is they will put a gun to her head to not do it.
I don't think so.
Well, that's what the threat says. You gotta say, it's why it's called a threat. You don't know the hypotheticals in there that could happen to you.
Why do you think
she's not a well-known singer?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're back. Why on the whole break did she just have to lay out her son? Oh my God. Like, this is the life of a mother. Like, it's real.
Don't have much to bring. My heart is torn to pieces. It's my offering. Take me to the throne. And leave me there alone with this nigga. Don't work my nerves, Jesus. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yes! With the come through.
Yes!
That's why. See?
Only here you can see like flying Newports.
Right. Because we have had, like, when I tell you it's real.
This ain't even my bread. I'm usually smooth select, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers, okay?
Absolutely not.
And he had to hear me yelling at my son with the other girl.
through the door, through the wall.
I had the mom voice. I think he probably mom voice will make you go and do some shit.
He hears everything.
And no, like nigga got up and got cigarettes like he was in trouble. Like, let me go get her. Shit, you gonna have got me fucked up.
That's just his nurturing way.
Bless your heart.
Absolutely, girl. Last week.
I feel like I wish I could have had more children because at least I could put my hopes in one of the other ones.
We need to talk about last week.
So,
because last week was crazy, you know.
I had to deal with someone who I met on a dating profile who, and mind you, we have not spoken since, by the way, so it's been a whole week.
Oh, nothing.
We discussed how this gentleman talked himself.
I think his name was Ed.
We called him Ed.
We called him Ed.
That's not his real name, but we called him Ed.
Ed works.
Edward. So we discussed how women talk themselves out of ass, and I was actually thinking about this throughout the course of the week, and Keisha and I were discussing it before we got here. And the one thing, like, she hit nail on the head on one of the reasons, and one of the reasons is self-esteem issues.
Check your mic. No, real
all right, are we good? Are we talking? Can you hear me? Can we not? I don't want this in my cleavage. Like, that's the goal.
Yeah, just set it there.
Okay. We good? Happiness? Okay, great. Okay, so one of the issues that we both agreed on was definitely self-esteem.
Yeah.
How women talk themselves out of the ass is self-esteem.
Like, because women have urges just like anybody else.
True.
I had a whole episode about the hunt. You know what I mean? Now, granted, you have to have pretty high self-esteem to go on a hunt, but women want it too. Like, and it's not like we don't see people walking up and down the street and we think, yeah, we trying to get a little piece. Or like we may meet people on a dating app and think, oh, they're sexy, and it's been you know a year. Like, let me get it in real quick.
You know, I've seen women who
I've seen
women, you know, lesbians look at other women like, I just want to lay in her lap.
Absolutely,
play in her hair, like, you know, just. And I've seen some men where I just like, I would suck the skin off his dick.
Like I would suck his entire soul out.
Exactly.
Like it completely.
Make it mine.
Make it mine. Like to have forever.
It'd be great. You know, mix it with my home decor, Art Deco. You know,
right.
just. But
soul. Let me just put that soul up on the wall.
Yeah,
you know, because you know that's what we do.
It matches the throw pillows. Anyway.
Hey Hef. Hef says hi.
Hi Hef. Hey Pookie.
Hey Hef.
I love Hef. Hi honey.
We haven't seen you in a while.
Anyway, so self-esteem is a big turn-off.
Self-esteem is a big turn-off. Like, you know, women will approach whomever, woman, man, whatever they're deciding that they want to capture at that event, and then they don't, like, you know, they're not confident, they're constantly doubting, they're constantly pulling on themselves, you know, trying to fix something, they're downplaying their what they feel like is a bad feature. They're like, oh my God, like, please don't look at my hair today, like, it is not acting right.
I mean, it's not even that, like, they can deal with that. Like, we all have our, like, self-conscious aesthetic moments. I know I do.
I do too, but I mean, it's about how you handle those
handle it.
You know,
so, you know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Like I'm a vent about it, and I'll lament rather over it. But I'm like, fuck it, it's gonna be what it's gonna be because I ain't got time. But there's a reaching a point where you're too early making this person responsible for your emotional state,
right?
Or how you view yourselves in that moment, like you know, like Cat Williams said, it's called self-esteem. Like,
right,
esteem, but your motherfucking self. Like, so you have to keep that in mind.
You have to, yeah, you,
because like he can't, like I'm like, you can't be this way with every person. Like, somebody had to tell you was dope,
right? At some point in life, somebody told you that you were everything. You might have been in kindergarten, but somebody said
tell you. Somebody tell you. Now, I ain't going front, like, you know, we were talking about how men, unfortunately, are emotionally unable to do their own work. And if that still holds true, and it does, if that still holds true, that means that this person does not have the time to help you with your emotional work if you haven't done it at all, and handle his own at the same time. That's a lot of stuff to put on a person. Now, I'm not even talking about men specifically. I'm just talking about stuff to put on a person that hasn't done their internal work or take care of your internal work that you haven't even approached yet.
Right. And see,
that's the big
women
turn
can
off.
easily come with a lot of baggage. And if the end goal is to have sex, like, leave your baggage. Like, you don't need, like, you don't pack a bag when you're going to a hotel that pays by the hour.
Yeah, why?
You know, like, you just don't pack a bag for that. So leave your, you know, you don't even have toiletries because you went there for one sole purpose. So let's not get it twisted.
At least get the travel toiletries, you know, the travel size, everything.
Yeah, everything, and pick it up on the way. Yeah, like, don't pack, because then that's messing you up.
Just stop by the CVS, go cop.
Stop by the CVS and, like, stop bringing so much baggage. To, you know, the situation. I think a lot of women have to learn that, you know, we have to give everybody a fair shot.
Exactly.
You know, we need to take another break. I know we just came back, but, you know, we got to pay them good bills. Hey, Jay. Check out Sully this Friday at Reverb. We'll be right back with this week's Hump Day Discourse. I might do this.
I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange radio show.
That's the biggest thing, is just empowerment. Just get off of the begging line. Just be proud and just get our pride and our dignity back, because as a child, we're taught how to go and beg for a job. Our parents, they literally taught us how to make sure you pull your pants up. Me, I'm 6'7", so I'm a bigger man. I was always taught how to not be threatening or intimidate people when I go into different interviews or different scenarios. And so we're literally taught how to condition ourselves, condition our speech, everything, in order to go and beg these people for a job, because we know when we walk in the door, I have to tear down 10 stereotypes before I get past hello. So we need to eliminate that. You know, and we need to eliminate that, and the way that we do that is employing ourselves and employing our brothers and sisters. And so that's our mission, is group economics, uplift ourselves, because I can't empower anyone until I empower myself, and change from just being willing, because it's in my heart and my passion to see my people succeed and see us do better and change the social order, because I know that we are not supposed to be on bottom. I understand who I was. I know I didn't fall out of the sky and land on a plantation. So when you have knowledge of self and you know who you are and what you come from, it's frustrating more than anything to see us in this position.
Tune into the Artist Exchange Every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Live on BeExposedRadio.com.
Be Exposed Radio.
Well, if you made them, take care of them.
Yeah, that's
period.
Real. Right. That's the real deal.
It's period.
Right. And all that old money shouldn't go toward this, money should go to, if the child is with one of the parents 24/7, 7 days a week, you don't even come get your child every day. You come get your child once a month maybe, or once every 3 months.
Right.
You cannot dictate where that money goes, especially if the child ain't calling you about nothing. Now, if the child calling you every week, then you can question about where the child support is going. But if every time you pick up the child, they look nice, they ain't complaining about nothing, why are you worrying about where the money go at?
It is what it is.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com. I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue, and she wants to be.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Screwing it up. And we are back. Real quick. What's screwing it up though is Bud pulled in them grades and then came with the attitude. So it's like I'm torn.
Right.
Fuck that shit. He got great grades and then came with the fucking attitude. Right.
And that's at the very least. Girl, listen.
Anyway, back to the subject at hand.
Honey,
we were talking about self-esteem. Like,
self-esteem is one issue.
I think overdoing it, like trying too hard. You know what I mean? Like, you ever meet women who turn you off because they're trying too hard? It's not like natural. It's like everything feels forced or choreographed. You know,
it hints at desperation.
It does hint at desperation.
It hints at desperation. And
it's funny because I was watching Doc Martin yesterday. Yes, I like British television.
I do. I like me a good Brit wit.
Absolutely, because it makes your brain work.
Yes.
So I was watching Doc Martin yesterday, just kind of relaxing my brain because you know you gotta be brilliant all day. Like sometimes you just want to go home and relax.
Yes.
And this particular episode, the woman was coming on to the doctor. I mean, coming hard, trying to create little situations why he needed to come and rescue her.
Like,
she walked out in front of his car. Like, she was like, "Oh my gosh, my heart was beating so fast. I must have been having a heart attack." And he was like, "Your pulse is fine." Like, I have other patients with real illnesses. Like, she's so like she was just like, "You don't care how people think about you, right?" And he was like, No. And you know, and she basically was like, "That's such a turn on," and that was a turn off. Like she was just coming so
everything
hard.
was just
You know, like I think women can quickly and easily talk themselves out of like a really good, you know, humping session, you know, with coming too strong. Like, you know, that desperation is not cute. Like,
I mean, because the whole thing is like it's too much as far as what was perpetuated. As far as, you know, we're supposed to do extra, we're supposed to go the extra mile, we're supposed to go further, we're supposed to please and be there for our man, so forth and so on. And unfortunately, you know, when that comes along, it basically means that a sister done drank the Kool-Aid, got caught in the undertow,
and you about to die. Didn't y'all see what happened in Jamestown?
Girl.
Was it Jamestown?
Oh, shoot, no, it was in Jamestown.
Was the Kool-Aid in Jamestown, wasn't it?
No, somewhere in Texas somewhere.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I was right.
It was Jamestown. Okay, fine.
Right, Jamestown.
Okay. So it's you bought too much into
it was in Guyana. It was not in Texas.
Okay.
See, I know there was that's why I love the engineer.
Exactly.
I knew it was. I had.
I thought it was somewhere in America. I didn't know it was Africa. But there's probably been a couple of cases in Africa.
Like you know, they were fanatics and everybody drank the Kool-Aid. But that's, you know, a desperate time. Women, don't come off desperate because like, please, like, don't drink the Kool-Aid because you'll end up dead.
Yeah.
You know,
because like you really feel like, you know, once again, and actually there goes, it's a sub under the low self-esteem thing, where you're thinking that you have to do so much for him to make him, you know, to him to realize that, you know, you're worthy. And it's like, you are, you don't have to do any of this stuff. You'll figure it out naturally. So it's one of those things.
I was actually thinking about the fact that there's some gentlemen that do slide into my inbox that I do actually like, and I've extended myself a little bit further than what I should have. And right now, I am in a space where it's like I'm not doing that shit anymore. No, not to be necessarily be mean. Yeah. It's just, you know, and I've had some, you know, men who wanted that relevancy, wanted me to extend myself, but it's like, no. Like literally, girl, I got the screenshots. I can send it to you because I just had to be like, this isn't. You'll take advantage of this. Not because that's the kind of person you are, but it's the kind of person you could become if I let you, because people are only going to do that which they are allowed. So it's, you know, you can turn a perfectly good person into, you know, a freaking, you know, succubus because you don't see yourself in a proper light. You know, you've already reduced yourself. You're about to reduce another person right along with you. Right. That ain't going to work. So, you know, it's cool, but it's not cool. Let's see, what's the other one? What's the other one that would talk yourself out of some ass? How women talk themselves
right, because we talked about men for like 2 hours last week. And like, and I think about myself, you know, and I think like, there's plenty of women who've talked themselves out of some ass with me, and there's plenty of men that talk themselves out of some ass with me. So I figure like we should have, you know, we needed to address. Yeah, you know, I'm thinking about every conversation I have with my women are not the like, and it's mostly because I want it to be known that it's not always up to a woman whether the deed goes down.
Yeah,
like,
there's some dudes who really ain't trying to.
There's some dudes that really just like nah, like that's exactly how they are. They're like nah, you know, and I want that to be, you know,
because I mean, the whole thing is there's a difference. Like, you know, women will take on whatever baggage there is. We'll take it. We're resilient. We'll take it. Men will not take it.
Right. They can't take it. They're not made like that.
They can't take it, especially if there's stuff that they haven't even addressed that they're trying to deal with. Like, no, they won't take it. So I think when I'm going through my mind of all the conversations I have with like my male friends, especially my hetero male friends, even like my gay male friends, there is the one thing that they will say is if you just don't have your shit together.
Right.
And by having your shit together, just being, you know, aware or at peace or whatever. Like if you don't have your shit together.
I think so.
It's one of those things. It's like even if it's just for the one night. Like if you don't have your shit together, so we can at least sequester a few hours. Right. That's a problem.
And you know, and women. Don't get me wrong. We've all been there where our shit wasn't perfect, and we were still hoping that we could somehow like
get some action,
and hold it together. It was like the inspiration we needed to take the next step. Like we've all been there.
But can I get? Wait, hold on. let me just.
Like we've all had those moments where we just needed a moment to like, you know, but we just wasn't all together. Right. We wasn't all right, you know?
So it's true. It's like when your stuff isn't together, it's a turnoff. It doesn't matter what it is. Like it's if you have shitty time management. Because I think it's really like, even like, you know, I guess even dudes due to patriarchy are used to like, look, my shit's supposed to be right. My shit's supposed to, you know, you're supposed to have your shit together. You're supposed to have, you know, and it's a turnoff.
Yeah.
It's a turnoff. It's a super huge turnoff. Ooh, drama queens.
Oh, drama.
Like, that's what we mean by not having your shit together. Drama like, queens. Please don't.
With the talking about people and the gossiping and being so extra.
And you still got your ex nigga chasing after you and all that. Shit.
Like, don't know. Mm-mm. No.
Or you trying to make a dude your side nigga. You don't say nothing like. Drama queen.
Like, and I don't understand, there's a lot of people, but specifically women, that like live for that shit. Like they're you know, hoping for it. They're almost angry for it. You know what I mean? Like they gotta have that drama in their life. You know, I'm up there on the complex all week and I'm looking at some of these women coming in and out for services and I'm just like, really? Like, I saw this one woman today. I swear she looked like she was like getting ready to go be an escort. Okay. I mean, done. But she was in there signing up for food stamps at the DSS that's up on the complex.
Trust me, I'm giving you my best 5-day-old twist out if I'm at social services.
Well, she had on like $1,400 shoes. You know, they were she looked good, like bad. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
she looked like she was getting ready to go seriously, like
go get this work.
Like she's about to go put that work in. And I noticed.
Are you coming off your night job, sis? Like, I'm just asking. Like,
it wasn't even that early.
Yeah.
So it was like lunchtime. So I All right. No, but then I was thinking to myself, I was watching her movements as she moved through the lobby. I was in there actually waiting for my crew to come back in. And so I was standing there kind of watching her move through the space. And she had a badass walk, so I was watching.
Yeah.
But I was watching as she was making eye contact with specific people.
Wow. Okay.
Like, she was scanning she was working the social service room.
Yeah.
Like, she was going to get the right one with the right disability check, whatever she was working.
Trying to see if she can get lucky.
Yeah. And it was crazy, you know, like, to watch, because I thought to myself, like, I don't remember ever being that hungry.
The sociopathy of it all was like, whoa.
But I was like kind of, you know, in awe at it all. Now, granted, my little, like, you know, bit of, oh, this is a bad looking woman went right out the window and
like,
right down the drain and through the sewer when I watched her
throw this
move.
whole chick away. Like, this,
I could throw her whole ass away. She was plastic from the top to the bottom, so she wouldn't have weighed nothing. You know, so this is what I'm thinking as I'm watching this woman walk through the space, making all this eye contact with the people in there, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, and of course I'm creating what I think is happening in her head, because I watched her really specifically. Excuse me. Oh, how you doing? Hey, you know, like, to specific people. Now, everybody was speaking to her as she walked through.
But there was only certain people she actually engaged with.
Covered. And most of them look like older vets, probably there to get, like, you know, special services.
Or recon or whatever.
Something like that. Right. Not your normal, like, just getting, like, a, you know, one-time, you know, I need a boost type
I need some
thing.
emergency
I need some emergency shit. I mean, these look like people who were, you know, in the system, probably disabled, you know, but lonely. You know, these were older men that looked, you know, and she looked like a living succubus.
Ooh, child.
I mean, you could just see her pulling at him. And I wouldn't be surprised if one of them fell for it, because they were in a trance.
Yeah. Her body defied gravity.
But anybody who she might actually, I would think, would have a quality relationship with was completely turned off.
Oh, won't pay her no mind.
Because she looked fake.
A mess.
She looked a mess. And, like, her behavior looked, I don't have another word, stank?
Yeah.
Like, there's a difference between being stank and salacious.
Yes.
You know,
it's
like, you can be flirty in a respectful, intelligent way.
You can be liberated.
You can be liberated without being trashy.
True.
You know, like, you can be
liberated without being reckless.
You can be liberated without being reckless. That's actually important, to be liberated and not reckless.
Be reckless. That's how you win.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you can be funny. Like, another one, like, you can be, you know, liberated, you know, without being, like, a whore. Like, I mean, like, seriously. Like a serial whore.
I mean, I prefer to be a bitch over a whore. It's a funny joke that I had. You know the difference between a bitch and a whore?
Somebody gets paid for it?
No, a whore will fuck everybody in the party. A bitch will fuck everybody in the party except you.
There must be,
Petty.
Then I mean, if you have to,
I'll be a bitch over a whore.
I'll be a bitch over a whore any day.
Because I'm petty. Because I'm petty. So
no sangria before Salacious.
No sangria. But I feel like it goes together, the alliteration, the sangria and salacious. Yeah, exactly. Sangria and salaciousness.
For Hump Day Discourse.
Hump
I mean,
Day?
like, what a better way to start finish Hump Day,
Yes,
I guess,
indeed.
with a nice...
Still ain't no humping going on in my life, y'all. What the fuck? Like,
the dating app, because people are talking themselves out
of ass.
They're talking themselves out of some ass. You know? Like, she obviously wants to go out on a date. She obviously could use some. You know what I mean?
Not that bad.
I mean, not that bad, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
it's nice to have an option.
Right. You know,
possibility.
Absolutely. You know, like,
an opportunity worth, you know, entrenching upon, like.
And see, that's the other thing. Like, women, I think you need to be a little bit more choosy. Like,
exercise discernment. You got to exercise discernment. And, you know, even men, believe it or not, they don't just want to be, you know.
They don't want to feel like they don't want to feel expendable. Like even if they are your one night, I had a guest on this show. Cassie was on my show, like I guess a couple months ago, and we were talking about the one night guy. Yeah, you know what I mean. And even if he is the one night guy, he needs to be like his whole world. Like you need to make him feel like he is everything to you.
I ruin that. The only way that they can ruin that, the one night guy, the only way the one night guy can ruin his service is if he acts like he doing me a favor. That's how you. That's how it gets ruined. That's when I bust the bubble for you.
You know they're gonna do that,
and it's just like,
you know they're gonna do that.
It's like, and trust me, I know it's petty, but that's, you know, I'm not necessarily one who holds on to stuff, but I'm like, I got you.
You know they're gonna do that.
I got you. And I've had that happen a few times, you know, a couple dudes act like they were doing me a favor, and then, you know.
But, and that's, I hate to drop it back to the guys, but that's how you talk yourself out of some ass as well, you know, because, like, don't act like you're doing me some favors. Like
sometimes you think
thinking
a little too highly of yourself there, buddy. You know, just.
You build it up too much.
Like, you got it because you were here. And you were willing, like the thoughts that you claim this women are out here in the world. Just calm that down.
Like all the way.
Calm it down.
I mean, all the way down.
Like, that guy come collect you, and it's bad, and it's no one wants that.
Like really, like humble comes off really sexy. You know, and if everybody comes together and talk, like, you know, and like really.
Yeah. Oh, that's another reason. That's another way a woman can talk herself out of ass. Being mean. If you're just mean.
And not necessarily mean to him. Just mean. Like, you know, y'all go out to get a bite to eat, and you're being shitty to the bartender, shitty to
especially even if you're a one-nighter, yo, that could, like, you're mean for the one night. He can't even tolerate your meanness for one night. Oh!
Nobody wants a mean bitch. Like, it's you know, because
you're just mean. You're not nice to people. You're not nice to people.
Ladies, be a lady. Yeah. At least until you're in the dark, you know. Behind,
because there's some, you know, because
like, damn, you about to really fuck it up.
Yeah,
because
there's some street women that are nice. Like, I mean, if you thugged out, if you're unapologetically black, if you unapologetically hood, but you could be unapologetically hood and be nice. Like, I know some unapologetically hood.
Sorry, y'all. Apparently, Baltimore City didn't know I had a show right now.
Yeah, Baltimore is popping right now.
Like, it's off the hook. Can y'all hear it? Like, this shit is real. Like, I don't know who they going after, but it's like. That has to be
like squatted up for real.
That they are seriously squatted up. Somebody about to lose their life.
Okay, I'm going through it. But like, if you know, because I know some hood thugged out chicks.
I do
some
too.
Roundaway girls.
But they can go and be a lady, and they're nice. Like they only bought it if they gotta be.
Yeah, they're nice.
Scott, I cannot be nice. Talking about better be nice, Scott Payne. Talking about I better be nice, dawg. You be singing the panties off of women, so we not even talking to you. But we're talking about some of these women.
I'm sorry, y'all had a private conversation. You know, I can drink water, mind my business. I'm sorry, y'all done? Okay.
Yeah, I'm done. But no, but we're talking to these women because they just don't get it.
Like, that's what dudes say. Biggest turn off is a bad attitude.
Bad attitude. You know,
bad attitude.
And then there's like
there's feistiness, and then there's a shitty attitude.
Right. There's feisty. Now, feisty.
Feisty means like
very sexy.
Feisty can be like I gotta put you in your place. To, you know.
Hold that thought.
Where is it?
He just came back. We gotta take a break. We'll be right back. We'll start off with being feisty.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, let's discuss that because I have another one.
Yeah, feisty.
What time is? How much time do we have?
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
you can't even see the top of that thing.
Even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run. The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right.
They were going into that National Series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game. That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm gonna talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a -65, which is just.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back. Girl, we have to talk about people being feisty and how that is like the biggest turn up. But before we do that, I just want to give a quick shout out to Rufus for listening. And hey, we're going to check you out one of these days. We keep talking about getting up there because you be rocking up there too.
I've been up there. He knows I've been up there, but I haven't been up there.
But you haven't been in a while. So, a little while.
It's been a couple weeks.
So we're gonna make our way up there to come check you out. Y'all make y'all way up there to come check them out too, because it's definitely
on Mondays. Terra Cafe, yo, they be killing it. Clarence Ward be on it, yo.
Absolutely,
yo, and musicians be coming in, hopping through, like literally getting on this jam session. It's super dope. You gotta check it out.
You know, we live in our art district.
Yep, live in our art district. That's how we pop.
That's how we roll. That's how we roll.
So let's discuss this feisty thing.
So feisty. Why is feisty like a turn on?
Feisty is a turn on because it means that never, ever, ever will you accept the other person's bullshit.
Absolutely.
And that's fine. In some cases,
because
feisty...
it creates like a fun challenge.
It creates a fun challenge. In some cases, feisty can be seen as an insult. Like I was talking with one particular gentleman. He's much older than I am. He's about 47. I'm 35. And he would use the phrase feisty because I wasn't... Once again, it was like he said it in the reason of I would not accept any of his BS. But also, why should I? And also, it was the fact of the matter is that it would, you know, because you can tell by the tone, and the tone of him saying feisty was, I can't have supremacy here.
Well, why would you want supremacy?
No, him.
Oh, like, he can't have it.
He can't have, like, I'm not going to be able to find supremacy here. I'm not going to be able to establish supremacy
in some cases, ladies, and don't be mad about it. Like, some people just, you know, especially males, or more often in males, prefer to be, you know, a dominant. And if you have like one of those alpha female personalities, if a guy is a little turned off with your feisty behavior, it's probably best that you move on.
Yeah, but there's feistiness and then there's mean. There's meanness. There's just
Scott says feisty means scared and immature sometimes.
I mean, well, that's the whole thing. Is like that's mean. That's mean.
That's mean. That's a whole different one.
And that meanness comes from an immaturity where you're not being considerate of other people. So yes, that's why it is like there's a difference between feisty and there's mean. Feisty is being considerate of the fact of you're cognizant of what you will and will not allow, and you exercise your self-care and being considerate of the other person, meaning that you'll let them know that there are boundaries and you'll let them know of your boundaries.
Absolutely.
Now, when you're being immature, that's mean. When you're being that direct, you're being mean.
And because we just finished saying mean doesn't work. Like mean is an absolute no. Like mean does not work. You know, I mean, unless you're dealing with, you know, a sub or a slave. Like mean.
Or unless you're dealing with a man that has the shittiest self-esteem ever in life.
Right.
Or if you're dealing with somebody who feels the need to tame someone, you're going to wind up in a dynamic that you're not prepared for.
And like, ladies, don't get yourself caught up if you're not well versed and trained.
You
in the life. Don't participate.
But
I don't care how long it's been. Just you don't want to go there.
Feisty is not knowing your boundaries and being unafraid to express them.
Right.
That's not even feisty, but that is exercising self-care.
I have bruises on my hand from the asphalt.
I know. Look at you, poor baby. She in her feelings. But there is a line of, you know, being mean, like especially to people who you feel don't serve you.
Right.
In any way.
You know, and I'm noticing as we talk, like, you know, and as I'm like listening to people and you know, thank you all for your wonderful comments, because I'm taking all this in. Yeah. Like I'm realizing that, like, you know, and these are men who are speaking to me mostly, you know, and they're saying to me, you know, immature is bad, mean is bad, you know, this isn't going to work if you do that. Like I'm getting from them that they're looking for confidence but not cockiness, and you know, humble but not doormat, you know. Like, I mean, if we're gonna do this, like, you want it done right, you know what I'm saying? We need to take a quick break, but we will be right back. We're gonna go freshen up, and we'll be right back. Let's start this second hour of Hump Day Discourse. Hump Day!
He's so silly.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin' Street? Girlin' Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right?
Radio Loyalty.
Click that banner to join now.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait. Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is. Because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bath water to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the right seat. That's safercar.gov/the the right seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet, fingerling, Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
I'm really more serious. Hey, we're all over.
We're back. We're all cleaned up and ready to go.
Yay!
Yay! Hey Larry, I did see you. Sending all my love. I can't wait to see you.
She loves some Larry.
I do love me some Larry. That is my boy. I love him to death. Well, he's far from a boy. That is my man. Like, I love him so much. That's my man's in them. He is the and them too. He's the man.
He's enough for all of them.
Right. He's enough for all of them.
You everything.
Yeah, everything. So no, I appreciate it, and I will be calling you because I'm having a whole crisis, and I need your undying wisdom that you are always so graciously bestowing upon me.
Yes, because we need that.
We need that
I got my
in
old
our
heads.
lives.
I got my old heads to check the niggas.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I'm gonna call you. I'm probably gonna talk about both of our sons, so we can get all the advice, and then I'm gonna pass that back.
Please, because I'm ready to.
Like, right. We're trying not to kill the boys. We still want to have males.
Because I'm about that life. Like, I don't think he understands.
I literally brought you into this world, and I will literally take
like
you
I
out.
had issues before I had the kid. Like, you know, it's just like. You don't want no smoke, son. You don't want no smoke.
Right. You don't want that. They're not ready.
No.
You know, and mothers love their sons so much that we will love you to death.
Yes.
Like,
I want some grandbabies. Because really, this is me wanting some grandbabies because I'm not going to let you make a headache for some young lady.
Oh, absolutely not.
And you're usually not going to do. You're not going to do this.
You're just not going to do that.
You're not going to do this. Like,
You
I
will not
don't
be
want
talking-
I don't want some woman, you know, calling my son, my son Dusty. Like, I just don't.
You can't with it.
No, you ain't gonna embarrass me out here.
That's
because I want grandbabies.
So back to what we were talking about. What were we talking about? Oh
Feisty.
Feisty.
Yours is me.
Well, Rufus says he likes them strong but checkable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can see that. You know, because a confident, strong woman is very appealing. Like,
yes.
Very, very appealing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but. You
It's
know,
only-
you
they're only
want to be
unappealing
able
to
to
those who
like
aren't.
say something, and they want, and you would want to be able to hear that. You know what I mean? Like, you want that person to hear you.
Yeah.
You know, because it is hard to talk to a woman who has already decided what life is like, and you can't even, you know, make a suggestion.
It's only unappealing to someone. Pardon me.
Yeah, I know. It's way past our bedtime.
Past our
And
bedtime.
it's chilly
Cold
in here, so it's like it's telling us it's time to like
Well,
curl up in the
sleepy time.
covers. I mean, it's hump day, so we still got like
a few hours.
58 minutes to get some tonight.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we can do.
You can get lucky.
Yeah, maybe we'll be lucky.
Yeah. I gotta
did
go to work
find
in the
a penny
morning.
face up today. So, isn't that good luck?
I think so.
I think so. I heard that one time.
Yeah, so
I did.
it's-
It was a shiny penny too.
Ooh. No,
was
but it's only unappealing to someone who lacks the capability to be in the presence of someone like that without shrinking.
Right.
So it's only
Some men, I think, and women can't handle women that you know, really convey their confidence and strength.
And usually I've seen some women get
really step up their game though.
Yeah, they will
Like,
step up the game.
You know,
but
like which
you
is
know, but
nice.
that's not our job to figure that shit out. But I do know
True
that there's
'cause
some
he's
women
supposed to do the homework.
Yeah, I do encounter some women who are just like they ain't on point. Their man's not interested.
and they
it's
really
harder. I think a lot of women are talking themselves out of getting some ass with
or not even getting it, keeping some ass.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, shit.
Women more so than men. I think men talk themselves out of getting it the first time.
Yeah.
Women talk themselves out of the relationship.
Out of the quote unquote end game.
Out of the end game.
Yeah.
They get it. And they get in there and they got a lock on it.
And they think that it's all good. And it's not.
You get lazy. You got to still put in work.
Exactly. You still have to put in work. So that's how you talk yourself out of that relationship, that long-term relationship opportunity.
And that's like daily.
Yeah, getting complacent in a relationship.
You messing it up.
Yeah, you getting complacent in a relationship. You just think, there's all these other aspects holistically to engage a man in. And not just a man, but I'm talking about like a grown man, a mature man, a provisionary man.
Like an actual man.
Yeah. Okay. When you have to engage them in all aspects, and it's just not enough that you look hot and the pussy is readily available and you got that snapper. That's not.
You can't be the beautiful fake woman that just walked through DS today. You have to be real. So
I mean, sometimes men are very, very basic and unbendable in their most basic form, but there are moments. They will have moments or seasons where they desire to be stimulated in other aspects.
Right. They
have prepared for when that season comes? Moments.
Their phases. Their seasons.
Yeah.
Where they are completely turned on mentally. Women tend to be that way in general.
Yeah.
But men. I think go through seasons where they're more physically stimulated, and then other seasons where they're definitely more mentally and emotionally stimulated.
And heaven forbid when that season changes, are you prepared?
Are you prepared for the change of season? I mean, shit, I wasn't prepared for this winter.
Yeah.
It showed the fuck up. It was hot and then it was cold. Where did fall go?
Literally, it was one Friday in October. It was oh, hey. Autumn.
We're gonna be gonna be 50 degrees, and it was 80 degrees. And
I'm talking about a wind chill. The wind chill was present in my mind. It was
I left here. The last day of September to go to Europe. I came back 2 weeks later and needed a coat.
Yeah, you're
oh shit, because I did not take a coat because it was hot
when you left.
I left.
Yeah, you're
not kinda hot. Hot.
It's supposed to be 65 degrees on Friday. What the fuck?
But it's supposed to rain all day.
I can't.
Right.
I can't.
At least it's not snowing. They were talking about coming through here and dropping us some snow. I'm glad that that's no longer in the forecast.
Not today, Satan. Anyway, you have to be prepared for that season, because if he encounters a woman that looks just as good as you,
he's gonna leave.
That actually is able to stimulate him in all the other aspects.
He's gonna leave.
Deuces.
He's gonna leave. And he's not gonna necessarily explain himself. He's just gonna leave, and you're gonna be confused. You're gonna be left with no relationship, confused, because you can't figure out why this woman moved on. Or
in some cases, when that happens, instead of you trying to fall back or try to switch the game up, you'll get mad and start treating him like it's property and shit, like he's yours.
Right.
When he really didn't belong to you at all. He chose to be with you, and that's when things start to get complicated.
People need to realize that relationships, even just one night stands, it's still a two-way choice.
This could change at any second.
No one person is completely in
you
control.
You could change your mind.
Don't you think both people need to be constantly kind of on their shit, until the deed is done? At least. At least
show a level of reverence and consideration
for the other person,
because this could change at any moment for either one of you.
Oh, I've as a younger woman, I have completely walked out of the house on naked people before, laughing.
And that's not
you're real funny.
And
walked out the house.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's people who don't speak to me to this day because of that shit.
Yeah, because they prior to her.
It can change really fast.
They prior to her.
I'm sorry.
I don't even get that far. I'm honey, if I didn't figure it out before, it's true. After a few seconds, you can tell whether or not you want to sleep with somebody or not.
That's a real fact. Or
it's a real fact.
At least if you would.
Subliminally, it's happening.
Right. And at least if you would.
The more that you engage with the person, the more
going to. Yeah. But at least if you would.
Yeah.
If
the opportunity presented itself, you would. It's subliminally in the back of your mind, but the more you talk with the person, the more you connect with them, the further it gets to the forefront.
Right.
And that does in fact happen. So I've
had many times where I've seen people and thought to myself, you know, I had conversations with people and thought to myself, like, you know, you are such a waste of a good body.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
Because I'd be like, snack, not a snack.
No,
snack,
not a snack.
Snack, meal.
Meals are nice, but meals you gotta put in work to get.
Yes,
like
Lord.
meals you gotta put in work to get.
Like I just be snack-ish on, you know, if I can just check myself on the snack-ish.
You know, and you know, like I'm on a special diet. Like I gotta eat 6 times a day, so I like lots of meals.
Yes, meals. Snack. Like Winston Duke. Meal. Meal. Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, that's the snack.
That's a snack.
It's a good snack, but
It's a good snack. It's like a healthy snack. It's like a Nutri-Grain bar.
Yeah, or even better, like a Kushi.
Like the Kashi joint. He's like Kashi.
Kashi.
Yes, he's like a kind and a Kashi together. It's like
yeah. So he's a good snack.
He's a good snack.
You know, he goes
Winston
really
Duke
great with a bottle of water.
Yeah,
like
Winston Duke is a meal.
Winston Duke is a meal.
Duke is like
you need a
roast
glass
beef,
of
mashed
bourbon
potatoes, and
afterwards.
green. Like he's roast beef, green beans, mashed potatoes. Yeah, he's a meal.
Macaroni and cheese, candy yams, dessert. You know, you got your pineapple upside down cake.
Yes, pineapple upside down.
And a sweet potato pie, like
meal,
butter cake. Like you got all that. So he's a whole meal.
Yes, the 7-Up cake. Yes, 7-Up pound cake. Meal. Okay.
So we were talking earlier, like, and it's funny because this made me think about what we're talking about. So, I told you I was reading that Jennifer Lewis book, the memoirs of Jennifer Lewis, and you wanted that book. You mentioned
I
wanted that book for the holidays. You said if anybody wants to get,
I had a whole collage of books that I wanted.
She had some really good books, for choice.
I had Jennifer Lewis's autobio. I had Michelle Obama's autobio. I had a couple of books by Bell Hooks. I had and I had a book by W.M. Paul Young.
Oh, right, Eve.
Yeah.
You had Eve on there, right.
Yeah, because I read The Shack, and The Shack was awesome. I read, like, a snippet of Eve, but I just never got into it to go and buy the book.
Right.
So, and I like good hardbacks. I mean, I love
So the one thing about Jennifer Lewis's book, one, just real quick, guys, side note, do not buy Jennifer Lewis's book, buy the audiobook, because she narrates her own book. And if anybody knows Jennifer Lewis, you really want to hear her.
Serious. You want to hear her.
You want to hear her, and she is raw and funny as fuck.
I love it.
Whole book. So absolutely, it's a great listen. Let's say it's a great listen.
I'm gonna get it audio. Like my friend Kimber hit me up in the inbox. Was like, sis, boom,
audio, right?
Free 30-day subscription. Here, go work that up.
Like audio, right? Like it really is, and it's worth it completely.
Oh, somebody just told me Michelle read hers too. So Michelle Obama actually did hers. Did her audible too.
You know what? It's funny because like as I'm working, because I need my hands. You know what I mean? I can't always get time to like sit down and read. I only read like at home. Like I've been reading the same 3 books for like, oh my God, like 3 weeks now because like I just haven't had a chance to sit down. Like
Like I know,
you understand how
I know the Bell Hooks things are gonna have me like I'll be pouring over those 2 books probably for the next year and a half because it's a trilogy and I already have part 1 of it. And I still go back and reference this thing on a regular basis.
I mean, what did what's her name say last night at the committee meeting? She was writing in the margins. When she was book. She was
writing in the margins.
Like, and that's how I felt. Like this whole time I was sitting there, like I literally didn't do anything but like sit there and listen to this book this afternoon while I was waiting for time to come down to happy hour.
Yeah.
And she was talking about her long-term boyfriend that she had met in college and how they were on again and off again, and how, you know, as her career took off, how she, he, like, what was talking her out of sex was him proposing over and over again. And she said she was married to New York City. He was like, they were the perfect couple. And it's funny because I thought about just, you know, what the dynamic was, because she started going into why she was married to New York City, something about, like, you know, she's loud and she's driven and, you know,
it works for her.
It works for her, you know. But then I thought to him, but she started the book by saying, I've never had a husband.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, she started the book that way. And it's funny because this is like 4 or 5 chapters in before she goes into this whole I'm married to New York City thing. And I'm not going to tell y'all the whole book. There's just this one little part. But she started, the key is she started the book by saying, And I never actually got married. Mm-hmm. And then she was like, I was engaged a few times, and yes, bitches, I kept the ring. Like, like she started it that way.
Yes.
But the idea that, she had been talking herself out of relationships, like good ones, like this guy, like worshiped the ground she walked on. He was a brilliant man. He was in his doctorate program when she was in school at Webster College, you know, studying art. And, she was like, she was so turned on by this brilliant man, but she was married to New York.
Yeah.
I think sometimes women have to remember that, like, if you want a little something extra in your life, like, you can't let your career or anything else completely dominate who you are.
Yeah, it really is more so about the fact that if you have to step away for a career, it just means that there's a possibility that your partner will not celebrate you.
Absolutely. Hold that thought. It's time for a break. We'll be right back with this week's Hump Day Discourse.
You are tuned in to BeExposedRadio.com.
So we were talking about critical thinking. So we definitely believe that critical thinking is one of the first things we need to start implementing, not just simply being told things. Or how about this? We tend to listen to people who get assigned certain positions.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So when they have certain positions, we tend to think that it's truth attached to that because of their position, right?
Right.
Is that always the case, though?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It's probably one of the biggest reasons we should be doing some critical thinking.
Yes, I agree. I definitely.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Just a Bit Outside radio show.
There is one glaring stat that I read about while watching the games over the weekend. New York Yankees went 22 straight innings with at least one strikeout.
Really?
That's a major league record for the postseason.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an interesting statistic.
It is, and then when you think about it, it's like, okay, that, to me, that's like a big reason why, they're losing right now.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously, because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular, it's getting that person money, it's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so So you get on the scene, yes. And I was thinking, like, you know,
The Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree
It's huge!
is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run.
Mm-hmm.
The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right. They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm going to talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have well, let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the
how much you're winning or losing your games by, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the margin of victory, kind of.
Right.
So when you're in a negative number, that means that then
your average game you're losing
by a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, a number like negative 65, this early in the season is pretty rough.
That's horrible.
The pitching numbers pretty much support this stat right here. I mean, the team ERA is 4.70, which is 26th in the league. They have 126 walks allowed. They acquired Jared Weaver in the offseason, and he really has not panned out. He's off to one of the worst starts in any of the pitchers in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
He's 0-4 with a 6.05 ERA. In May alone, he already has 12 earned runs in May. And, another one of their pitchers, Clayton Richard, he's 2-4 with a 4.34 ERA. And, in May, he has 6 earned runs and 12 innings pitched. So they're not pitching well. And on top of that, they are also not batting well.
Right. But it kind of sucks because Manuel Margot is doing pretty good. His the past few at bats, his last.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and
you are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we are back.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
You be running around here. You don't even know.
Like, yeah, we like this is fun. Like one day, like anybody want to like try it out, if they want to go up against the doc, like just let me know, because when I tell you we have a good time, we have a good time.
We cut up.
We cut all the way up. Like all the way up, all the way
liquor,
down.
I bring liquor more often than not.
Like it's just what it is. Tonight we didn't bring any liquor because we went to
drank
happy
all
hour
day.
before we came.
But normally I bring my stash in.
Right.
we're not
in here getting like wasted or anything. Like don't think that's how we roll. But it's the middle of the week. We're just trying to get ourselves amped up for the rest of the week. We're trying not.
Tomorrow is pre-Friday.
It is pre-Friday. Like that should be a holiday. Pre-Friday. Like people don't understand the excitement because you start counting down.
Yes.
You start counting down. And Fridays, for me at least, seem to like kind of just roll through. And maybe because I'm coming in with this like nonchalant, I don't give a fuck attitude. As long as everything is working, like I'm good. You know, when I come up on campus, I'm looking, I'm like, are the painters painting? You know, are the carpenters carpentering?
And like, and we're done.
And we're good. You know, like, you know, Wren is not fixing anything today. No, but no, it's definitely it should be a holiday. But you know, we have our little happy hour and everything because we're trying to make sure that we aren't self-conscious,
yes,
not mean,
or trying to check ourselves,
or trying to check ourselves. You know what I mean? Like all the things that would talk us out of getting some later tonight. Like
but I know I've already done it because I'm a jerk. So
well, maybe. So you never know.
A little bit.
So we'll see. Definitely. You know, he might be watching the show and be like, you know what? Let me rethink this whole, you know, Najah be Najah thing tonight. You know, like let me rethink.
Like, you know, I mean, and he'll be smart enough not to send me a WID text. Please don't.
Yeah, please don't.
Don't.
Please don't.
No, don't ask me what I'm doing. Tell me what you're doing.
Right. Like, please. Or just say, like, there's nothing nicer to say than, you know, hi.
Yeah.
I wanted to see you.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it doesn't seem original, but
it doesn't seem original, but sometimes less is best.
Yes.
You know, I try to tell people all the time, like, don't try too hard. I think trying too hard is a big turnoff. You know, when you see somebody trying too hard, it's a big turnoff. So, you know, just
trying to show, like, when you're trying too hard, you're more about showing your ego than showing yourself.
Right.
And it's very difficult to deal with. It's like, no, this is not a time for your ego. Your ego going, you know,
you need to check your ego.
Your ego will talk you out that ass. Like, you trying to get some ass, your ego is going.
Ego is not what you need when you're trying to get some.
No. Save ego for the workplace.
Right.
Save it for when you're trying to get the bag, not when you're trying to get the ass.
Not when you're trying to get the ass, because this is way more expensive than what you're earning at work. So you're gonna have to really put in the work, you know, if you really want it. And God forbid it's good and you want it again. Think about that, people. Like, you may be thinking for your right now, but like I'm always 3-4 steps ahead. Like, if tonight works out and it's what it needs to be, tomorrow is going down. Like, and I'm gonna, you know.
Yes, let's get it. Let's get it. And so, but you know, the other person's gonna be like, yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm good, love and joy.
Right.
You don't want to get hit with that. That just hurts.
Absolutely.
That just hurts.
It's the worst. Oh my gosh. Like, I think I've literally, like, I know I've done it. I know I've talked my way out of it. You know, not intentionally, but and maybe for the best. Like, maybe the universe was saving me from something.
Yeah, you know? I mean, man's rejection is God's protection. So sometimes it is what it is. But I know I've talked myself out of some ass at times. I think when I was maybe I was just a little bit too horny. And I got a little too angry.
Too much with it.
Yeah.
The bull horns.
I got horngry. Like, I got horny and angry at the same time.
Hold that thought. We're going to talk about horngry. We'll be right back. I was
horngry. Yeah, I was horny and angry
at the same time.
Here's what you missed on Salacious Life Radio.
You know, when it comes to your children, especially if you're dating someone that you actually like, you do want it to work. So you're gonna hope and encourage the relationship between your child and that person because you like that person, you know. So you're gonna hope for the best. I mean, sometimes it just doesn't work and you can't make it work. You can't force it. It's like a branch. You keep bending it, eventually it'll snap, and even if you put it back together, it'll never be what it once was. But you definitely pray on it. You hope for the best, you know, because like nobody wants to spend the rest of their life alone just because a particular relationship didn't work out, but you had this beautiful creature as a result of it, you know. But you don't want to necessarily spend and you're not all of a sudden a bad person. You're not all of a sudden not going to fulfill this other person's needs.
You, madam, are a harlot and a scoundrel.
Because I had one kid while I was still married. Like,
but what if
I take that back.
What if the situation turns around the other way? So you ready for your child to meet? They meet the person, and this person is a giver. So this person's buying your child lots of gifts and wanting to.
I would usually.
Do you let?
You don't like if it's a birthday or some sort of holiday or something like that. Okay, and they want to get them a few things or get them something. Okay, but just on like a regular basis, like unless it's like Nestle's Quick. or something that you can get from like, you know what I'm saying, or like Kit Kats or something like that. Like, no, don't spend a lot of money on. It's unrealistic.
I'm sorry.
It's unrealistic. Like, don't try to buy his.
Tune in live to Salacious Life Radio every Wednesday from 9 to 11, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are live. Hey! Oh my gosh. We were just talking about preparing for tomorrow. I know that has nothing to do with anything.
Because we got to go work in the morning.
But we do have to go to work
with it. I got to be at work 8 o'clock in the morning, sharp. Yeah.
You got that real life.
I got that real life job where actually my presence is actually required.
Like required.
My presence is required. I ain't got no PTO
I have
yet.
Christmas parties tomorrow.
I did my holiday party at my job last week.
Yeah, I remember because you did that real fabulous hairstyle.
Yes, and I had like, I had the dress on.
Yes,
so it was a bit much. It was a lot. Like my coworkers were like,
okay.
Exactly. Like when I came out the bathroom, it was like, okay. I had the over the knee boots with the dress. So you got the gams, you got the boobies. It was gams and boobies. It was all that. It was a lot that they weren't prepared for.
They weren't.
And sometimes you just gotta let them see a little bit.
Joy said gams and boobies.
Gams and boobies, like
yes.
Gams and boobies.
Gams and boobies.
And so it was like gam. Oh, gams. Like, it was all of that. He was like, what? It was too much. Like, I also run the door at Baltimore Hip Hop Karaoke.
Right. Right, because that was the same day. It was Thursday.
It was a Thursday. It was second Thursday. And so Nat Burns has been, like, promoting on Instagram because he's one of the hosts of Baltimore Hip Hop Karaoke. Mm-hmm. And he's been promoting, like, how, Najah's at the door. She didn't force it. She's going to make sure she get that money. Like, she's going to make sure get that money off of you. So don't be coming in there trying to play slick. She's going to get this money, so stop playing. And like he had it seem like I was a whole thug, like I was a whole security team by myself.
So then people get to Motor House, right?
Yeah.
And this beautiful creature is standing at the door with the gams.
Yeah, the gams and
the boobies.
And the boobies,
like,
and the gams. And Nat showed up and was like,
"This is not Enforcer.
What is this? Like,
this is not Enforcer."
He was like,
remember, you didn't have time. You had to get from that to you didn't have time to go and thug out.
Yeah,
but so you were still about that life.
He was like, Najah. He was like, yo, I have folks on Instagram thinking you a whole killer. I was like, there's more than one way to kill a person. I was like, so
you can kill a person in a dress.
Yeah, I can kill him in a dress. He was like, you ain't never like. He was like, I just gotta look at you from the neck up. I can't even look at you like
because you was killing them in that dress.
And he was like, I can't even do this right now. He was like, I didn't even know. He was like, and then I got up and he was like, because I sat down.
Movies will always kill.
Yeah, movies will always kill. And then I got up and he was like, wait, what? Like he saw the over the knee moves. He was like, what? Yo, we gotta go to the show. Like he was like, I'm done. And Nat's such a New Yorker, so he's just like, yo, get out of here, man. Like he's like, I gotta do the show. He's like, it's too much. He's like, I don't know what you thought you was doing. So
y'all need to definitely check out
Baltimore Hip Hop
Karaoke. Like that's real cool. It's right at Motor House, right there, Station North.
Yep. Second Thursdays, doors open at 7:30.
Yep. Make sure you check that one out. We actually have a lot of like really cool like hip hop showcases coming up in the next few weeks. So like there's a hit, like I was telling you, catch Jay Sully at Reverb for the showcase there. That's always fun. There's all kinds of
Easy has another event that he does.
Yeah. Easy has one. Matter of fact, you know what? Maybe we'll just like get out there and as like everybody's posting, like I'll make sure I get everybody informed so they can check us out. Cause I mean we're all over town and like things are doing like well. Like You
and
know,
we do different things. Like, so it's not just poetry. It's not just talk about sex, or it's not, you know, it's like other social ways.
When we say live an unapologetic life, that means live a fulfilled life.
Yes.
You know, like, and these are some of the things. Like, I think filling your life with hobbies and giving back and doing the things that you love will also help you not talk your way out of some ass.
Like, you're at peace with the whole situation. Like, I know, like, filling up this time, it you know, if I'm not going to be with my son because, you know, he's got to be with his dad, then I got to fill up my time with something constructive.
With something else, right.
And so I do something constructive. And honestly, when you're giving to others or you're helping in some other type of way, it takes your mind off your own problems. So if I'm helping run a door, it means it's one less thing for someone else to have to really deal with. So I feel like I'm actually helping in some way, but I'm getting my social on, because sometimes I'm not the best social butterfly.
I'm definitely not that. Like, we talked about that. We talked, like, one of our New Year resolutions was to be more social again. At one point, we were very, like, social people. I mean, we were performing, we were out there, like, we haven't, but, like, lately we've been more, like, in a supportive role.
An administrative role, like, we've been behind the scenes.
We've been behind the scenes, so don't think we're gone or, you know,
it's more so like we're
that.
supporting other platforms. And that's really what it is. It's like, you know, there's a lot to...
Artists have to support artists.
Yeah, and there's a whole lot more to it than just, you know, somebody being on a stage somewhere.
Oh
there's
my
a whole lot
gosh,
of
you
stuff
would
that
not
go
even
on
understand.
that leads up to that stage being available for that person to get on. It's a lot of that behind the scenes. And so, therefore, if you are an artist for real and you care about the community in which you're, you know, distributing your art, you have to be about, you know, the organization and the
definitely, you know, shout out to you and shout out to Hosea. Like, I really appreciate y'all, like, inviting me to you know, participate in some of the youth events that we have coming up here in Baltimore.
Because that is the future of the art scene. It is the future of the art scene.
Absolutely. Like, we have these young poets coming up, and I will be one of the judges.
Yeah, Do More Baltimore does a lot as far as social activism through the art, as far as teaching young children. I mean, you're talking about going to prisons as well as schools and things like that.
Absolutely.
To actually help people feel like they can make a change with their art. And so,
and think about it, like, if we get these kids, you know, coming up, feeling confident in who they are and their craft, and they're spending time falling in love with themselves, guess what's going to be easy for them later? Relationships and social interactions. You know, like, so it's definitely important to us not only to raise our children, like our biological children, like our specific children, but also to help everybody else's children. Like, I'm still bummed out. I miss Tristan's Christmas pageant today. Like, it was at the same time as this show, so I, you know, it would have ended. I would have ran into you know, the show, so I couldn't make it. But definitely shout out to my baby Tristan. I know you did a great job. It's in your blood, and I'm you know, definitely will support you in the future. You know, it's just something about Wednesdays. Like, they're just so busy for me. Why? But all I want to do is lay back and go to bed, eat and have sex all day, and
that's fine. You just want to lay up and be nasty. Yeah, you just want to lay up and be nasty.
I just want to be, you know.
Like, some of my friends be like, "Why don't you?" I just want to lay up and be nasty. That's really
just what I want to do. You know, and that's fine. You know, I don't think anybody's gonna really blame you for just wanting to be nasty for a little bit.
Yeah, like
didn't I send you a post earlier, and I was like, "Hey, let's misbehave."
I was like, yeah, like, I'm waiting. Like, my friend Shelly, she just finished her semester for PhD. She's like, I want to do some hood rat shit with my friends. I was like, I'm here, friend. I'm here, best friend. Like, you know, I was like, yes,
let's do this.
Yes, you know? Best friend. Like, yes, let's go, because we haven't done any ratchet shit, best friend. You know, you've been out here trying to get this PhD life, and you about to get married,
like, it's a whole
and I'm like,
life.
yo, we gotta go and do ratchet.
It's a whole life, and you know what? And I'm like the worst. You know, I'm like the worst with that, because like, I have to be like one of the worst friends, because like, my friends do stuff here and there, not a lot, but when they do stuff, like, I'm sitting there like, I gotta get up, but I am so old. You know, and that right there is talking me out of some ass. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking myself. I'm not even giving myself the opportunity.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I'll be like hobbling on the way home because, you know, got a bad hip and shit. I just be like, yo, I done did it up. And now I'm done. And now I'm done.
Like, the thing I've realized when it comes to creating the opportunity to meet people is that I have to take a change of clothes to work and go straight to wherever I'm going.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like, even this evening, like, we were, you know, having happy hour, and I was waiting for Keisha to get in, and I had gotten home and I got into the book again.
Yeah.
And like she walked in the door, and I didn't even hear her come in at first. Like I was so into the book, like, and to the point where like I wanted to be like, oh my God,
we ain't gotta go nowhere.
We ain't gotta go nowhere. But then it was like I still gotta do the show. And I need to go to happy hour.
When I get in the house, I gotta be like, I can't take off my shoes and I can't take off my bra, because if I do one or the other or both, heaven forbid, I ain't going nowhere. And if the bra comes off and the bonnet goes on, we're not going
the bonnet.
The bonnet, look.
Oh my God, so
gotta preserve this curl pattern.
I have completely missed this season of This Is Us. But speaking of
same here. Don't get me started.
So we've been going back to watch it, and I've been watching it, and there was this one episode, you know, where she's dating one of the brothers, the white one, and she says, or you know, she said to him, "Oh my God, I forgot my pillowcase," and he bought her a silk pillowcase. Well, but then she felt torn because she had to explain to him
what it
was for, right? And she was like, you know, I never thought anybody was worth explaining
for. Exactly, because you're like, I explained it away, dude. What the fuck I did,
like, what the fuck that is, right? But it was like a pivotal moment.
I just let him think I'm bougie,
but with that being said, he completely talked himself blindly into some ass with purchasing a silk pillow.
Do what your woman asks you to do.
Look,
get what your woman needs, and you will get ass every time.
Like, and don't even and if you can do it without specifically asking her what she needs, if you can just be vigilant,
just say why,
or don't even care about why. Just be like, this is what she needs.
What she want?
I need to get it for her. Like, you are guaranteed at
least.
Went
and found a satin pillowcase.
That thing delivered to their hotel room.
What?
I was like,
went and got the
pillowcase. So I know y'all have already seen this episode and everything, because I'm like literally trying to.
I still haven't watched it, so I'm gonna be like loving every part of it.
And it's not like the first episode, so don't worry. Like, you're gonna watch a few before you get to it.
I'm gonna binge watch it. I'm talking because
I don't even know what episode like.
Yeah, I'm a binge watcher through and through.
I've stopped at. Like, I'm gonna have to like try to figure out where I'm
a binge watcher through and through. I am.
Me too. I can't keep up with like weekly shows.
I can't do it.
I've never been good at that.
You got shit to do. So, like, on a good Saturday or Sunday, I'm binge watching the hell out of somebody's show.
Right.
All the time.
There's something very nice about that, you know, but the boy, so, like, what I've been trying to do, because, like, I try to watch, like, a show that I like. Like, I'm also watching the Marvelous Miss Maisel.
Yeah, I need to get into that, because I have really, Amazon Prime. I don't know why I haven't gotten into it. And I like Alex Borstein, because she be dope.
It was funny, like,
and I haven't gotten into it.
It was suggested to me. So one night when I was, actually I just finished, I was putting clothes back in the closet. Remember, I had to rebuild the closet with my dad. So I was putting the clothes in the closet. So I just had it on. And I found myself like pausing and getting stuck.
Yeah.
On it. Like, it took me like 3 hours to put away, like,
because I want to know why the show got an Emmy. So I'm just going to look and check it out.
No, I get it. I get it. And like, and I'm only like halfway through the first season.
Yeah, like, there's some shows that I missed that actually are on Prime that, you know, shows from a long time ago, like Grace Under Fire is actually one that I thoroughly enjoyed.
And I did like Grace Under Fire because she was kind of raw.
It was ahead of its time.
It was definitely ahead of its time.
Actually, it was very tense. Actually, it was something that was being done in a very tense time. It was very much ahead of its time. Like, you could still say the N-word on television. Yeah.
Right.
And she said it, you know, she wasn't cool with it, but the way it was positioned, it was handled better than what most people are handling shit right now, which was very. And she was funny, like, she was genuinely like.
She was funny, and the way she was raising her children, like, it's a relatable show for any race or creed. It's a relatable show, like, because she's very much a mom.
Yeah,
you know,
she's real life,
struggling real life mom. You know, and it was cool. You know, it's just cool to see that, like, you ain't out there by yourself.
I mean, she, you know, definitely covered the mistakes in her life and so forth and so on. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
It is. I like to watch the growing pains. You know, because I mean, there is something to be said. Like, I mean, your son's a few years older than my son, so like, even like just hearing you say that this shit happens to you, you know, and this is how you're handling it. Like, it gives me.
She heard me on the speakerphone. Like, we was going here, and I'm like,
right. Like, but still, like, that gives me insight because, like, he, you know,
don't feel like a bad person if you're going like straight up explode in front of your kid. Like, don't feel bad because it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, child.
Anyway, we're supposed to be talking about
women talking themselves out of ass.
Yeah.
I think we pretty much I think we covered it.
I think we covered it though. Like, you know, be confident, don't be mean, be humble. but be strong.
Be balanced, really. You have to be balanced.
Like, try to bring your balance. Like, get your mindset. Like, kind of relax and let your inner glow. Don't try too hard, but try a little. Definitely let the other person know that you're interested. Because some people, like, I've seen women that just sit back and kind of wait for it to come to them. Like, they really think it's just gonna come to them. And and that may happen like when you're like 22. But when you're like not 22 like we are. Not 22. Not 22. By a long shot. Sometimes you have to be a little bit more like aggressive, but you don't have to be a bully.
True.
Like aggression.
I'm really more so about like, I'm gonna make it plain, and what you do is up to you. I'm not doing any more after this. It's like, just let me just help you out. But you know where I stand, and you figure out what you're gonna do from here. Because
it leads right into the pre-sex conversation. Like, you're gonna have to have the conversation anyway.
Yeah, because sometimes you get a little stressed out because you be thinking and trying to keep balance, and sometimes I get too stressed out trying to establish this balance and make sure that I'm good. And it's like, you know what? I know one good way is gonna make sure that I'm good. Let me tell you where I'm at with you right now.
Right.
And I just put it out there. I was like, I'm with you. Whatever you do is whatever you do. But I just know that before I lose my mind, let me tell you where I'm at real quick.
Right.
We're like, and that's it. And we're like, and we're good.
And now that you know,
do what
you
you're
can
gonna do.
Do what you're gonna do, and let me see how that's gonna work. If our pieces are gonna fit together. Like both literally and figuratively.
Indeed. So it's like I'm like, okay.
Not everybody are Lego pieces. Some people might be Duplo.
Yep.
And other people might be
Lego. So it's different. Like it's a big thing. Like some are Duplo, some are Lego, some are Lincoln Logs. God help them. But it makes a big difference. It's like, look, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm not doing. So forth and so on, and we're good. And so it's just very, very interesting.
So I get this comment on my. How do you feel about that comment before I share it with the with everyone?
The spelling errors or the comment itself?
Well, we already see the spell. I saw the spelling errors. Like, I almost didn't read the comment because of spelling errors.
I'm not coming for you.
It's all right. We're not coming for you. But what do you feel? How do you feel about that? Whatever she needs.
The maturation of the whole man lets him know that he possesses the authority to determine whatever she needs.
I don't know about that. I hear you, brother. Like, and I like that you're willing to try to determine.
Well, it doesn't mean that he possesses the authority. It's the fact that I'm taking it the wrong way. Because now I get what he's saying.
What he's saying, yeah.
So that he possesses the discernment to know exactly what her needs are and to be able to fulfill them. I got you. So,
like, I get it.
So, yes, it is. If he's mature and he's whole, then it means that he's considerate and that he's emotionally available and in tune. So, therefore, whatever needs that she has, he's able to meet them because he is discerning in his maturity. He's discerning in that. So, I get it. I get it.
We need to take a break, but Kenny, thank you so much for your comment.
Thank you.
Like, I appreciate you listening to the show and chiming in. And we understand, he said it was a voice note, so sometimes it'll mess up the spelling. So I agree with that. He says women often don't know exactly what makes them whole. That is sometimes true. Not always, but sometimes.
Yes.
But on that note, we need to take a quick break, and we'll be... Yeah, we're going to be back with Salacious Life.
Let's close it up.
Let's close it down.
All right.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait, hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So anyway.
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs.
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait. Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second. What?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back. Sorry, I had to send this text back out.
Last segment. We about to go home.
Yeah, I was sending a text. Well, I thought I was sending a text
There's still time left for you to hump.
My brother, and I sent it to the wrong person.
There's still time for you to hump?
Right, there is still time for you to hump.
No discourse.
Right. You know.
That never works.
Yeah, like, I mean, because, like, I mean, all right, when time is a factor, you might need to limit your conversation. Like, you need to keep it short, keep it to the point, keep it quiet, or just don't say anything at all.
Like, quiet you.
Quiet, because, like, you know, time is a factor. Like, so if this was our goal, like, you know, and you only had, you know, 10 minutes to convince somebody that they want to
us
spend
that
some time
elevator
with you.
pitch.
Like, right, like, what would that pitch sound like to you if you just saw someone that you would, like, all right, so for instance, on your app, right?
Yeah.
If the roles were reversed, just, you know, so that you were the one that, oh no, you did. On your app, you have to reach out first.
Yes.
So if you swipe right, right, and you have to reach out to someone.
And because he already swiped right on me.
Because he already swiped right on you. So at least he thought your picture and your bio was
my
cool
little blurb,
enough. Right, your little blurb. What would be like some of the first things you would say, you know, to a guy to encourage him to engage?
Flattery is important, so that's usually what I do. I let them know that, you know, I really do appreciate them considering me. Like, I let that be known.
But I think that's not even necessarily flattery. I think gratitude goes a long
gratitude,
way.
a little gratitude,
you know, a little
flattery, goes a long way.
Absolutely.
And so I let them know that, you know, I am grateful. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, so what if I have 35 niggas in my inbox? I'm grateful that you took the time to do this. Like, you know, and you may not know the situation. Like, dude may not have had anybody else like really respond to him, even though they may have been interested, or no one may have been interested in him at all and hasn't had anybody message him. You don't know the situation. You know, people might be feeling some kind of way. So, you know, I'm grateful. You know, I express gratefulness. You know, I express my gratitude, and, you know, that's the time for me to be flirtatious, and hopefully it opens him up and allows us to engage in dialogue.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how it usually goes.
That's a good, like, I never thought of it that like I haven't been on a dating app and I don't remember how long, and I was only on one for like that long when I was but everybody I knew was doing it, and I thought, you know, I wasn't seeing anyone, and, you know,
why not?
Why not? You know, so, you know, I caught myself going in there, and like there's some really like smart, attractive, like nice,
amazing
people, like
snacks and
like
meals,
really snacks and meals,
cakes and pies.
Right. Like, I mean, there was just plenty.
All different colors too. Like, I just saw some fine ass white men. Ooh,
yeah, you showed me one. Actually, you know, it's like you know, we got a fine ass white man watching the show. Tim is a fine ass white man.
Let me see him.
Oh well, I'd have to click on him.
Yeah, let's look.
He's a cutie. That's my boy.
Is he married?
I don't know. And I don't want to put it out there.
Like, I won't be talking about him like if you married. I won't be disrespectful.
So Tim, we're looking at your profile right now.
Like I got home training. I don't want to be disrespectful. Like if you boot up, like tell her my bad. Like I ain't mean it for real.
Yeah, I think he might be now.
He might be boot up. My bad. And this is the cutest.
He's so cute.
Yes. Okay, you're
he's
so
a
cute.
cutie. Right. That's what like. Sorry, Tim. I didn't mean to put you on blast like that, but cute. You know,
cute.
Own it.
Yes.
But
you got a mirror in your house. Stop playing. I know we pick her being so bad.
I know. But I mean, look. You know, we're winding out the year. You know, it's crazy.
One more show before.
You know.
Yeah, because you're still going to be coming up on the after next week it'll be the beginning of the year.
After the week after Christmas, then it'll be the New Year's show, which is on the 2nd, right?
2019.
So 2019 is like here, and like I really want people to like really understand that like you can't like we have a whole fresh slate almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Try not to carry your baggage from the year prior to your new year. You know, like as much as possible. Try to like you got like a week. You know, a little over a week to just go in and just kind of clean house.
I'm strongly considering, like, I'm strongly considering practicing abstinence. Like, I really
what, for an entire year?
I probably should have did it this year. I don't know why the hell I buckled under the temptation of just like, oh, it's not that bad. And it's like, no, I need to do it for me. And it just kind of needs to happen. And just see how this works.
Oh. He said, so Dre said, what do you need to do because your voice got lost in your titties?
Oh. I hate you. Anyway. Hear that? No, just, I think I need to do it for me. I think I initially 2018 came in, I was like, I don't think I'm going to be doing this because I'm feeling kind of weird about it. And then I was like, no, it can't be. Like, I was kind of in denial.
Yeah.
So I engaged in maybe probably a handful of sexual encounters, and I realized I could have did without that. I really could have. Really could have.
But I mean, hindsight's always 2020.
Yeah. So hindsight's 2020. So it's
so now
I might actually chill on that.
Really thinking this. Is
and it's not from an angry place or a scared place. It's just
maybe it's just a cleansing and cautious and Kenny was saying whole-minded,
exactly,
holistic place.
Yeah, and it's just more so this is for me and it's for anyone else. I think it's more so let's try dating while being abstinent. Let's see how this works.
Yeah, that's where it gets complicated because you're definitely not the 90-day rule type chick.
I'm not. So it's more so it really is more so when I'm ready or when I feel we're ready, that we'll engage. And and to be brave enough to make that very clear. And it's I can't give you a date. I ain't on a 90-day shit. It's it's really about work.
But you about to be on a 365-day shit. So that's some real shit.
And the whole thing is 365 ain't got shit to do with any of it.
Oh shit,
straight like that.
We about to finish up, yo.
Let's go.
Damn, we done moved through Hump Day. She and I getting ready to run because we got just a little bit of time left before the night is over. So and since she's definitely thinking about cutting it out for the next year,
hit me up for the first. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm really kidding.
But definitely want to thank everybody for tuning in. I see Steve and Tim, those are my riders. I want to say, check us out, over the next few weeks. We'll be around town. There's all kinds of events going on.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram at Najah B. Najah.
Absolutely.
Hit me up on Facebook, facebook.com/Najah B. Bug me.
Yeah, let's just see what's going on. Right, because there's always some shit.
Always.
I hit her up
is
there any reason why I need to come out the house? And she always has a reason. So
I'll give her a reason.
That's always a good thing. So, people, you know how we go. Love life.
Indeed.
Be brave. But most importantly, live unapologetically.
Yes.
We'll see you next week for Hump Day Discourse. Last one of 2018.
Uh-oh.
It's been a year.
It's been a year.
You are now listening to Just a Bit Outside, the sports radio show at BeExposedRadio.com. Come join us every Monday night from 8 to 10 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, or BeExposedRadio.com.
So we had a lot of things going on.
Mother's Day, Major League Baseball, pink bats, pink outfits.
Yeah. They certainly did the mothers good. They don't show them justice. Like Jimmy said, the pink bats, cleats, all types of pink highlights in the major leagues. The Orioles were swept by the Kansas City Royals.
Wah, wah.
The Kansas City Royals. Thank you, Eric. Kansas City Royals is they're like one of the worst teams in the Major League Baseball right now. Yeah, so that was a little tough.
Yeah, so the Orioles no longer have the top record. It belongs to the Washington Nationals now.
Yeah, so that was tough. So hopefully they'll get back on track with the next series. Maryland, we got some local sports, collegiate to report. The Maryland lacrosse. Let's shout out the Maryland lacrosse team. They are in the NCAA tournament, and they...
Hey, this is Mark, just a bit outside on BeExposedRadio.com. Listen to us every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on Facebook and on YouTube.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
That's the biggest thing, is just empowerment.